Let me save so that I don't lose my stuff again. Every time a recording session ends, I'll try and save. It's also not very consistent between what you have to hold to pick up. Well, I wouldn't say it's not consistent. It's projectiles and smaller things you tap the square button to pick up. Bigger weapons and shields you hold. I don't see what the difference is though, because it's not like it really matters. Whoa, what was that? God, projectiles in this game are the worst though. What? Okay, that was clearly, it clearly went through the shield, as if it wasn't an object. What's the point of having the big, like, reticle looking thing here, if it doesn't actually matter where it is, and how am I supposed to predict where they're gonna go? Am I just supposed to go, oh, I'll hold the shield out in front of me and hope it works? That's not how fighting works. For some reason I can carry 5 Doru, whatever, the spears. But every other weapon, it's like, oh, sometimes you can carry multiples, sometimes you can't. Consistency. It is a nice change that there's a game where the combat's very deliberate, but that's just Dark Souls, and this isn't as good as Dark Souls, so I don't really see the point. Look at this. You're just gonna keep throwing javelins at me or whatever, and it might have stopped eventually. Maybe. These usually have upgrades and stuff, those chests that you have to open. These are little epitaphs, I think, what they're called. Sometimes they go out of their way to explain stuff to you, sometimes they just leave you in the dark. That little passageway on the right, I don't think it actually has anything of importance. It just exists as a passageway to avoid the combat, which I probably should have done. And here's our first boss fight. I think it would be better if they had wind-ups that you could just hold an attack. There we go. And I like the art style, but I don't like the game's art direction, its design and stuff. It's kind of, it's just boring. I'm gonna skip all the stuff I've read, because you can just read it. That is a cool thing though. You can follow along with the reading, and then you press square again. You press square to bring it up, and then you press square again to skip the dialogue. It's cool. I like it.
For too long
Obviously,
has my husband escaped
which one I'm going
the
to pick.
consequences of his actions. But together, we will.
And then apparently my physical body just flies upwards because Greek gods. Yay, mythology. What? It doesn't really make sense. I don't care. And then, oh, look how beautiful and majestic Olympus is. It looks just like the human realm. That's weird. See, look, getting hit will interrupt your attacks. That's cool. those other things kind of boring and a way to pad out the gameplay. So I don't want to play that. I want to play the game the way it was intended to be played, which I feel is the normal champion difficulty.
By mandate of Zeus.
If you can tell, that's the fast travel system. But I have to find the other places, the other things in the other places first. Epitaph. I don't want to read those. I just pop them up in case someone else wants to. I already know enough about Greek culture and stuff. I don't really care. It's not like it's... If it is going to be something I don't know, it's because it's not that important. But I'll never know because I'm not reading them. So yay! I'm such a smart person. I feel like this game, if they're creative with the powers you can get, to as any Metroidvania should be, then that's cool. I'm going for the Sheaf of Demeter first. I went for the Lyre of Bow of Artemis previously. And that sucked. The first time I played this, I was also on Warrior difficulty, whatever the one I just showed you that I didn't like was. So it's not like I haven't played it.
Oh, who disturbs the sorrow? Alas.
Yeah, but I did this, and the reason I stopped playing the second time was because it crashed in the middle of a recording, and I hadn't saved all, because there's pretty much only manual saves. Like, if you want any amount, I don't know, if you want any amount of accuracy with the saves, if I was just playing this, then yeah, that wouldn't have mattered. But because when it crashes, the PS4 stops recording, it's kind of inconvenient, and I can't recover that in any way that I know of. But it's too late anyway. Screw it. Enter the Agora Market, which is just your generic weaponsmith man, which I don't know why you'd buy weapons when they're just gonna break.
Oil up.
I love that he says oil up. It's so great. And then this makes more sense. Recipes and stuff to buy. But that requires... It's like Skyrim and stuff. Why would I do that? It's kind of boring and stupid. Assassin stash key. And keys and stuff like that makes sense to get. Yep. Okay, I was about to ask that. I'll pay the 20 coin fine just because I'm trying to show something. If you hurt anybody, it's also Skyrim rules. If you hurt anybody, break anything, you get in trouble. Spooky. I'll upgrade spears since that's what I'm going to be doing for the most part anyway. Just because the range, and they don't feel any more... They don't feel any more or less than any other weapon. They just feel only positives. That's the other one. Let me show you something quick. It says the powers right here. I don't know what they are, obviously. But I'm hoping the powers are really good. Because I'm going down to Hades now. And that would be the Sheaf of Demeter over there. Under the powers. So... hopefully, they actually changed up the gameplay a little bit. I'm guessing one's gonna be a double jump. One's gonna be... Poseidon's is gonna be something in the water. Because water... You can swim in this game. There's water around. I don't know. I haven't seen any of them yet. So, I'll have to withhold judgment until then. But, I'll have to replay this part first. All the way up to where I was last time. I haven't gotten to record for, I think, 2 months maybe? I don't know if they start attacking me because I break stuff, because they don't seem like they're bad people. Yeah, see? But I have to break stuff. Because it holds things I need. That's the way you go down there. I do like the idea that the path to Hades is just a sewer. It's pretty funny. It's amusing. And this is just... Oh, glad they didn't show me this as a way to descend to Hades. Weird. It's not like it's not on the map. Whatever. The assassin's stash key goes... The assassin's stash is in the, is in Artemis's place. Artemis, the god of hunting. Lockpick door. Pick this off the market's tallyman while he was counting apples. There's a fortune stashed up there, but I'll have to find a way past the gods first. He attacks me. Didn't he just have a key in his hand? No, don't help. You stole from that man. I stole from you, so obviously. I'm the good one here. What? Why? Did he just... Huh? I haven't seen that before. I wonder if it's because I'm attacking it with a... I think it's just because I'm attacking their property. And then there's a thing here that I don't know why it exists. And this is the time when things in like Uncharted and stuff where you my brain dies a little bit every time I talk. Where you pull a lever and then it cuts away to a cutscene showing you... What are you... You're an imbecile. Where it cuts away showing you what you just unlocked. I think it unlocked this, because it's partially opened. Money. And there's a stamina bar in the bottom left with my offhand stuff. The pause menu, there's an inventory which explains all your stuff, blah blah blah, pretty obvious. Craft, same kind of thing. World map, local map, world map's that. Local map is this. And like any good Metroidvania, it tells you how many collectibles you have to get in every single thing. So yeah. And I like that there's no sense to what you break and what it gives you. Because that's great. There's just lockpicks, extremely useful items. Just random, everywhere. You know, like any good game designer. And they have, well, awesome, great. That's good. And there's fall damage. Oh, and the insidious music starts playing. Be scared. Be very scared. Last time there was a monster in here. I don't know what happened. But I can't have my shield out. Because guess what? Why did that... Was it because I was turned a specific way? Let me see that again. No. No. Awesome. This happens often too. You just get stuck. It's great. And when you go down things, it's pretty cool.